Some of the decks that are strong in the current meta revolve around stuffing rearguards, whether it be to retire them or dominate them to use it against us. But what if I told you there's a deck right now that could get around all this and attack our opponent with a barrage of attacks? Let's go over the new Welstra and all of its new supporting cards. I'll also be giving you an overview on how to play the deck, as well as provide a sample deck list. Let's start with the main unit, Fated One with Guiding Star Welstra. Auto Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Energy Blast 2, choose a product from your order zone, operate it, and this unit gets power plus 10k until end of that battle. Divine Skill, act on Vanguard Circle, cost CB1, choose up to 2 product cards with different card names from your hand and put them into the order zone. If you put 2 cards, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. I think I should take some time to explain what operate is first. So the deck runs these set order product cards that can be operated by units with the operate skill, like Welstra. We can set these orders like usual except for Fractious Maximum, which says that we cannot play it. This is where cards that allow us to set directly from hand plays a role. The Divine Skill on this card incentivizes us to activate it straight away after we ride into this on turn 3. This is great as this is another way to set Fractious Maximum without only relying on Fright Height or the grade 2 Fractious, since Maximum can't be played straight from hand. Let's take a look at the rest of the right line. The grade 0 is Blitz Chief Mechanic Wharton, and it's the same as every other grade 0 right line unit, so let's just go straight to the grade 1, Blitz Best Performer Strasser. Auto, when this unit's rolled upon by Blitz Head Researcher Uber, cost Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 product card with grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. So if we're going first, we can only grab a grade 1 product, but if we go second, we have the choice of grabbing a grade 2 as well. I'll suggest that no matter what, if we can grab a Luitzel, we grab it. It's just so much card advantage when placed in the order zone, and also we can operate it during the battle phase with our grade 2 in the right line, Blitz Head Researcher Uber. Auto on Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Energy Blast 3, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. Auto when this unit is rolled upon by a unit with Welstra in its card name with Divine Skill. If your order zone has a product, cost Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from hand, search your deck for up to 2 product cards with different card names from each other and from cards in your order zone, reveal them and put them into hand, and shuffle the deck. It's important that we're able to get the 2 orders from deck. Even though we're practically trading 2 for 2 in this exchange, 1 soul and a card from hand for 2 from deck, we can get Luitzel to recoup some of the value we lost. The battle phase operates great, since that's just a free card draw from Luitzel if we go second. One of the weaknesses of this deck is that you'll run very low on cards if you can't find Luitzel, so I suggest literally a full mulligan to find this card. Operating a grade 1 product should be your lowest priority. So that's the right line. Because this deck uses quite a lot of energy just from the right line, it doesn't make sense to be running the new gun cyclers. And because Soul is also very important as we want to constantly operate with Fright Height, we shouldn't be running Habitable Zone either. I'll talk about ways we can make up this problem, but the most important way is to find Luitzel. Let's take a look at the new product card, Extreme Satellite Weaponry Orientate. Auto, when this card is put into your order zone, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, draw a card and Energy Charge 3. Operate, auto on order zone, when this card is operated during your battle phase by the ability of a Vanguard with Welstra in its card name with Divine Skill. If this card was not put into your order zone this turn, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, until end of turn, it gets power minus 10k, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less damage, deal 1 damage. Although this is a turn 4 card, since it can't be operated the turn it was placed, it's extremely powerful just straight out dealing a damage. That's why we need to make sure that we have this card set on turn 3. Luckily, our right line pretty much guarantees we see this card. When we ride into Welstra, using Uber's skill, we can grab out whatever 2 set orders we don't have in the order zone, then use Welstra's Divine Skill to set both of those right away. The skill allows us to operate a product as well. Remember, we can operate this, so it's pretty much a choice between Luitzel and Fractious Maximum. It depends on the game state, but if I still haven't found Fright Height, I'll choose to operate Luitzel just to dig deeper into the deck. The deck also got a new operator in Blitz Operator Tourist. Continuous on Rhaegar Circle, during your turn, if your order zone has a product, this unit gets power plus 5k. Auto on Rear, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard with Welstra in its card name with Divine Skill, cost CB1, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. Having another operator during the battle phase to pair with Fright Height's great. It lets us operate Fractious Maximum and gets it out on board by returning Fright Height, so we can use its effect to search again. We also have Blitz Customer Support Curdy. Continuous on Rhaegar Circle, during the battle this unit boosted, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, this unit gets power plus 5k. Auto on Rhaegar Circle, when this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, Energy Charge 1. I don't get what the Energy Charge 1 is supposed to accomplish. We are Energy Charging 3 every turn, and we also have the Satellite that's also giving us another 3 on place as well. Unless there are more energy requirement cards being printed for this deck in the future, don't run this card. This deck is a CB heavy deck. Using the Divine Skill is already 1 mandatory counterblast. And then we have the operators that also counterblast. Not to mention if we want a multi-attack, we will also need to counterblast. Bubble Mine is definitely mandatory in this deck. It gives us soul and counter charges. Comparing it to Blitz Assistant Sortian, I just like the timing of Bubble Mine better. We get to have an 18k or 23k column before it's shoved into soul. I see a lot of people running both of these cards, and the main reason is that they're also running Brigina, which, hot take, I don't think is necessary for this deck. Why do we need to operate in the main phase? The only reason I can think of is to dig for Freiheit. But rather than using a counterblast to basically draw one, there are other cards that benefit our deck much more. Same thing with our second skill. We need our soul to be able to use Freiheit multiple times during the game, so to use it on this card is just crippling our later turns. One card I highly recommend everyone to try is Schwarzer 1. This card offers so much for the deck, helps us dig deeper as well as giving us the soul for Freiheit. We can also use its effect at the end of turn when Freiheit Maximum returns to the order zone. Remember how I said earlier this deck counters a meta? Well, it's basically because Freiheit Maximum can return units to our hand. We can easily go for 3 attack turn 3, by just having Welstra and Freiheit. We can then return Freiheit to our hand with Maximum, which makes it so that Shiranui has a vanilla first strike turn. The attack pattern for this deck really depends. If we can operate Orienti, maybe we should attack with Welstra first so we get our opponent's Vanguard's power down as much as possible. Even if they check a trigger for the damage, it pretty much just nullifies the power loss. Not the biggest deal when we can still operate Freiheit Maximum multiple times. Sometimes we may want to go for a 5 attack turn, where we can swing with one rear, then the other rear, operate, return the first rear guard, and call it Freiheit Maximum, swing with Vanguard, operate another Freiheit Maximum, and return the other rear guard to our hand. We don't have to call Maximum when we operate it, it's a cost. For the first couple of operates, we're fine with just retiring a rear and giving their Vanguard minus 5k. Do remember that we can set our opponent's Vanguard's power below 0. 2 Maximum and 1 Satellite operate is minus 20k to our opponent's Vanguard. It's so hard to guard against our attacks, especially when we Persona Ride. And this is my simple deck list. 2 Satellites just in case we damage one. We really only need one since only Welstra can operate it. Other than operating our products multiple times for huge attacks, we have to dig through our deck to find our operators. What do you think about my Welstra build? What deck should I talk about next? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video.